Much has happened since 1962. You know, I feel ashamed as a politician to come here today that we haven't done enough for this the Laloki Hospital, because it's an institute. It's an institute where where our people are really needed. Even the services that they have provided. We've had a long history of some problems that have happened within the Laloki area, and sometimes people think that because of the problems they close the door on a place like this. But coming here today and seeing everyone, all the workers, going through the years of surviving without the help of the institutions and that, and with the new directorate happening that we proclaim today, I can see a lot of good and great things coming for Laloki. I urge everyone here, the support you have is there. Like the proclamation says, mindsets need to be changed. So you can be assured that the mindset of the government has changed to ensure that we fulfill what is really needed here at the psychiatric ward and for the whole Laloki area. With the water, I want to thank Water Board for coming on very quickly and ensuring that the water is put in. It's everyone's life, everyone's purpose to have services from government services, to have water running through everywhere. Water is life, and to have Water Board here and put everything through, it's really appreciated. I don't have much to say because we haven't done enough, but the government that I represent today is the government that has put more emphasis into health and mental infrastructure. I want to continue this. I want to ensure the people of Laloki that before I bow out as the Minister of Health going into the next elections, that we will have a proper plan with the corporate plan to ensure that the infrastructure cannot be changed, and into the future the policy stays and we get the funding to ensure that this institute is well looked after. Thank you and God bless you all.
Honorable Minister for Health and the invited guests, distinguished guests, and also the ladies and gentlemen. This event again is another important event that continue to see the development taking place or coming through to here. Of course, water has been a need for a long while, but now we are seeing it coming now to the hospital. And with this event or ceremony will ensure that this service continue to flow for our people here. Of course, in the beginning, we saw that when we came here in the beginning, I remember the roof of one of the ward here was on fire, and at that time it was really kind of hard for all of us to see that this has happened. But anyhow, I could see that the workers here work so hard to continue that the health personnel here, they work so hard to ensure that fellows were safe who were in there. It was I know there were people also in there, those that were housed in the ward. But anyhow, thank you to the health staff who were there to ensure that they were safe also at that time, and to make sure that everyone is safe, even the staff themselves. So for that, I'm grateful to see that, and we'll come back at this time. Of course, the board did have our investigation into that, and we came up with some understanding of the situation, and also proposed that this should be restored. So at this time, I'm grateful to be present here to witness this that has happened, and for commissioning today, it has been brought to completion with all the works that has happened. And for that, I'm grateful to be here for this. And also other things that will happen. Also with I know the vehicles that are coming in here to help support the services here. That is a great support, a great plan by the working staff here and those responsible for it. So for that, I'm grateful to see that things are moving and are happening for our staff and also for the patients here. It is a great thing that is happening, and we are witnessing it. And also, it is really something that we can be grateful for. And also to hear the minister said that this government will continue to support and do something more for our place here, because you know, the services since 1967. It is a long time until now. And so for the government to say that this plan in mind to be able to do something is a great hope for us to see that this place will be very much looked after and developed for the good of our patients and those coming here. You know, I'm in support of this service, the Director of Mental Health Services, because, you know, this time, just this morning, and I've been seeing people coming asking for support and also saying that the family are affected because children they have this issue of mental health. And just this morning, a mother again came while we had the proclamation. She came and said, "I'm grateful that they were helped to be able to see that we bought medicine for our 2 children." Now you see, things like this are happening, and I'm happy to see that something is happening more to ensure that things like this are happening, to continue to support and help our children, members of our communities, and also throughout the country. This is happening. It's a big issue at this time. For that, to see this happening, and also now at this time here, this is where people also coming in from other centers. For example, like Kerama, Braina, and all around here, they brought them here for medical care here. And for that, I'm grateful that something will be happening more for this place, because we like to see that this place is well prepared and well equipped for our patients, not only for Port Moresby, but also throughout the country. Thank you for listening, and may God continue to bless good works that has.
I think we should all be happy today. I think this is one of the happiest days in this place. I've been coming here for 10 years. I think this is the day that things have now turned around. So I think we should acknowledge our authorities there that made this decision, and the board, also the minister. The minister is representing our other ministers. This is the day, guys. I'm saying this because you know what's happened the last 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. We now don't talk about it. I'm going to now mention to you the institutional excellence that our secretary wants us to do. And these 5 of them have captured it. The PNG Water Commissioning is the first one. And I hope we can open our water today. And if it's today, it'll be the day that we were waiting for. You know what's happened with our water history in this place. I will not say any more about that. So once you do that, then we're on our way to making sure that we enable all the activities that will happen here. That's one. Number 2, the vehicle, the hospital corporate plan. Now, our corporate plan is just about to be released. And so it's a good time that you are having your corporate plan so we can align. I mean, at a national level. The third one is the launching of the hospital policy. That in the hospital policy, what we must feature is the management governance and clinical governance. I think that's two important things that we must do. Make sure we look after our people properly, our assets properly, etc., etc. Most important of all, we must look after our patients properly. The fourth one is reopening the bent down forensic ward. I have to tell you this terrible story. I was sent by Dr. Malau here to come and witness the two bodies that heads were chopped off. You remember that time? I was unfortunate to come and see those bodies. And these two people actually ran away from, not that because they want to run away, but because they were unwell, sick. And they ran away and were beheaded in Laloki Ribat. And that's where we got them from. So with that, that's why rebuilding the wards in this place is a very paramount importance. Very, very paramount importance. That situation reminds me of this terrible sign. Not too many of us have seen people who are heads are cut in half. So these are very important. And new hospital vehicles is about time, but please look after them. Look after them is the only good I can say. So, Minister has said very important words, and I will repeat those. But on behalf of Secretary for Health, please do our normal jobs that we as hospitals do. Okay? I'm also about to, I think by now you know that you have a budget. The Directorate have a budget, and also the mental health have a budget. And it's probably the first time that you will have a budget of your own. We had a budget, we didn't know what to do, but now we have a budget which is straight under the Directorate. So with that, you have a lot of enabling factors now, and I think you should be a better institution. And Minister said that we should develop that into like other hospitals we're doing. So I think that's in order. And thank you very much.
As a former senior public servant, a senior diplomat, and somebody who has traveled the world and in Papua New Guinea, I am proud to see Laloki Psychiatric Center being presented to your minister, to your chairman, and all of us who have something to contribute to the progress, stability of this very important institution. It's very clean, the buildings are clean, the flower garden is clean, and people are very friendly. I've seen one institution like this in Mount Hagen when I went to do water projects in Mount Hagen, the Holy Trinity Teachers College. Many of the government institutions, including water compound, fences were broken down, grass were uncut, the place was not kept well. But Holy Trinity Teachers College was kept clean like we do it in the colonial days. If we can do it in the colonial days, we can do it now. The government you have today, of which Health Minister, Honorable Jelta Wong, had recognized my capability, my experience, and appointed me as Chairman of Water PNG. It was a Water PNG in Adaranu. So when I was on Adaranu board, I remember we made a decision to improve water supply into Laloki Psychiatric Center from 9 Mile. And when I went into Water PNG, when the two organizations met, I remember making a decision again to review, to increase the funding. And now as chairman, I'm proud to participate in the launching of fully pledged water project in Psychiatric Center in Laloki. This government you have today, under which your health minister is a member of and is a founding member of this government, because you know there was a political impasse and there were some who stood together in the interest of the country to make sure the country progress. Political instability breaks down the country. You have all sorts of problems. So you ought to be proud that your minister was one of the founding members who stood strong to make sure there was political stability. Congratulations, Honorable Minister for Health and Member for Gazelle, Honorable Jelta Wong. When I opened water in Alatau on the World Water Day on the 22nd of March, I told the crowd in Alatau, and I am very pleased to tell the crowd here, in which we also have students, young leaders here. Water is made from what the air takes up from the land. And when you cut down trees, you are helping to stop rain. When people cut down trees, they must plant trees. Water is life, as you said. When I see leaders getting behind people to cut down trees in Port Moresby, I feel pain in the heart, because those trees take long to grow, they are beautiful, and at the same time, they help produce rain that produce water. I am sorry for all the residents of Port Moresby and the surrounding villages that we have some water flow problems at the moment. We must remember that the machines that are purifying the water that we take in from Sirinumu Dam or Brown River, those machines, those pipes are very old. They were built during the colonial times. And we are continuing to renew those machines, and we are continuing to work on them so that we improve the water flow into the city and the surrounding villages. Of course, all of us are human beings. Nobody is taking a careless attitude. We are all concerned and we are working on it. While I'm talking, my CEO, my senior executives are at Mount Eriama. They are going between Laloki, Brown River, and between the city, trying to improve and renew the machines that we have. Last week, we made a decision to construct a new 65 million kina worth of project for Mount Eriama, and we are going to continue. This time, we will make sure that the water intake into Mount Eriama comes directly in its own pipe to Mount Eriama before it goes into PNG power pond, and they produce electricity before it comes to our pipes. But now we are working on to bring water directly into our Mount Eriama water treatment plant. Of course, we are working on building another big water treatment plant in Bunum, which will directly supply Port Moresby. And we are doing that all over the place. But cost is one matter, and at the same time, people must look after what they have. We must pay for water. We must look after the pipes and the machines that produce water. Of course, we've got water all over the place. Where I'm standing, we can get water here. It's cheaper. So we are now concentrating on make it visible, the invisible, getting water from underground. So with those remarks, I am proud to say that, yes, I've contributed under Edaranu to bring water to the Laloki Psychiatric Center. And now, as chairman of Water PNG, I'm proud to open the fully pledged water supply into the Laloki Psychiatric Center. Thank you, sir.
On behalf of our government, the Moresby Basil government, we commissioned this water supply for Laloki Psychiatric ward. Thank you.
Both chairman and our minister look after it properly. You have to audit your car. Make sure the car is okay by 1 year. So that's what we can ask you for. So no more arguments on the vehicles. Whoever argued about vehicles, who's going to pay for the taxi and other things, no more. You do your work, huh? Thank you very much. Minister, thank you very much for this.
No
facility.
problem.
Thank you. Now, I was here when this was burning, and now that I'm here, I'm now witnessing the commissioning of this water again. And I think I'm grateful that this has happened, and this is to ensure us that we have to look after properties like this. And it was really fortunate that no one was hurt in this the event of the burning of the building. And so for that, to see this happen again, it invites us to be able to take care of all the properties here and make sure that they are here for us and for our patients, and to ensure that these are available for all for a long time. And we are looking forward to see changes that will come with the same understanding, that we take care of them, we make sure that they are here for us for a long time. And our people, what we are doing now is really preparing for those coming after us. And it's really a great responsibility. So we are responsible at this time to build and prepare for our people now and into the future. It is a great thing that we have done for our nation, for the health services, and for our people. Thank you.
Congratulations, Laloki Psychiatric Hospital, on launching and commissioning of your projects. Congratulations.
Laloki Psychiatric Hospital policy, which has been long overdue, and we look to the future of the Laloki Psychiatric Hospital, and I can assure you on behalf of our government that the support and the Department of Health will also support the policy and the corporate plan.
As 2025, with all the plans to be able to improve our place here, our psychiatric hospital. Thank you.